Hey everybody, it's Allie, and this is part 2 of my YNR chat vlog for Sunday, November 21st. I only intended to make a one-part video today, but I ranted and raved for so long that I needed to break it up into 2 parts. So here comes part 2 of my video for today. I couldn't be bothered to change back into my other outfit for consistency, so here you go, part 2. Just like Victor and Nikki, Nick and Sharon can never seem to be happy together for too long. Early on in the week, I could just feel Sharon waiting for the other shoe to drop. You know, she had this sense of all of this happiness, all of this new happiness, everything in her life falling perfectly into place was just too good to be true, you know? I felt that from her, and I'm worried about it myself. And then, of course, she did a complete 180. Like, everything with her emotions just changed. You know, I'm wondering if I missed something here. Did we actually see Sharon put the bracelet into her bag? I've had a really bad habit of listening to YNR lately. I've been doing other things and then just kind of listening to it, and it's causing me to miss really important little moments, and I'm sorry, but I'm wondering if we saw Sharon put the bracelet into her bag, or is it possible that Adam could have planted it there? I don't know, to make her feel like she was reverting back to her old ways and maybe she needed him to help her? I don't know, because that conversation at the bookstore was very convenient between Adam and Sharon, and it was a major turning point for Sharon. It really changed everything about her attitude. Adam was like talking about Nick. He was making his case for Sharon not marrying Nick, and he was talking like Nick was a domestic abuse, you know, like he was a domestic abuser, you know, and Sharon was going back to her pimp or something, you know. It was he painted Nick in a very unflattering light, which is ironic considering the source, but yeah, I don't know, I think maybe Sharon, I'm just kind of wondering, like with Nikki in rehab, I'm wondering if Sharon is sort of, you know, considering her relationship with Nick, viewing it in light of Victor's relationship with Nikki, with which there are some parallels. It's not the same, but there are some parallels. And I'm wondering if she's like flashing forward to 20 years from now and seeing herself in that situation with Nikki. I just wonder. I don't know. What I do know is that, for now, I'm just glad that this whole tug of war between Phyllis and Sharon over Nick is finished. I'm just, you know, I think that was one of the major themes for 2010 in YNR was Phyllis and Nick and Sharon and the triangle, and really it's been longer than that, for crying out loud. It's been years, it's been 2 or 3 years of that at least, and there's a part of me that's just like, I'm just so glad that element is over. Nick told Phyllis this week that he was planning to get married to Sharon again, and Phyllis's reaction was so final. She sat down with Jack later after Nick told her, and she's, you know, saying to him that she feels like she should be relieved, you know, because it was always building up to this. This was always her worst fear, and it was confirmed right then and there that Nick actually did love Sharon. He wanted to be with Sharon, and he is now. And it was a great moment. It was very final, and I really wanted to mention it because I felt it was significant. I'm glad that Jack is there for Phyllis. I think she needs him. I think he's the perfect doppelganger for her. And then seeing them later at the athletic club, ordering chili cheese dogs, and the whipped cream thing, that just reinforced it for me. Jack and Phyllis all the way. You know that's how I feel. Jack and Phyllis, Nick and Sharon. My only loose end is that I feel there's still a connection between Adam and Sharon that deserves to be acted upon and explored. And by explored, I mean sex. I'm sorry, there's a pull there. There is a chemistry there, and I feel we need to see it. I mean, really, somebody needs to have sex with Adam besides Sky. What's up with Ronin, you guys? What is it? He has some kind of illness? Maybe epilepsy? I don't know, some kind of nerve disease? Not sure. Any guesses? I would love to hear what you think Ronin's mystery disease is. I want somebody to get to the bottom of it, but I don't want it to be Heather. Why can't it be Chloe? Why can't Chloe be pursuing this issue? I hate Heather. I really can't express that to you enough. When did she become so interested in Ronin anyway? I mean, whatever happened to Heather hating Ronin because he killed Chance? You know, whatever happened to that? She was furious. Chance was supposed to be some great love to her, and now she's just, it's water under the bridge? And now we have Nina, who I love, but she's pushing Ronin and Heather together, and the thought of that just makes me sick, honestly. And it's not even just because I don't like Heather. I just think that they're a terrible, terrible pair. I mean, Ronin needs somebody with some heat, and Heather is like a cold, floppy fish. And if they're just gonna pair Ronin and Heather together, even though I like Ronin, I'm over it. Forget it. I would rather have no Ronin than Ronin and Heather. Ugh. And earlier in the week, when Heather and Victor were at Glowworm, having their little conversation about Heather's job issues, Victor walked away from the table, and I literally said out loud to the screen, thank God Victor did not hire her. Because she was like obviously fishing for him to hire her, and he didn't fall for it, and I was like, oh, thank God. Grown. Okay, gang, that's it for me for now. Hope that you enjoyed this week's vlog. Hope that you leave me a comment. I want to know what you guys think should happen to Daisy's baby. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm alone in this whole thing, but I am curious to know what your opinion is. So leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts about this week's show. I will be looking forward to it. Otherwise, let's see. Go to my website, alliepuckett.com, if you want to check up on me before next week's vlog, but I will definitely be back next week, and we'll chat about the show then. So have a good one, everybody. See you later. Bye.